All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Apothecary Diaries, episode 21.
Mao Mao is back in the rear palace, the place where it's safe, where the dude who must not be named is nowhere near. Awesome.
Yeah, her dad.
Right. The person who, Brock helped bring her into this world, I guess.
Right. The situation in the rear palace is getting interesting. So Kyokyo might be Prager's.
Might be Prager's, bun in the oven and all that, but then also new concubine to replace Adwo.
Well, yeah, she's been here for
right.
a hot minute. But we're now starting to get to know her little ins and outs, if you will, through our boy, Jinshi.
But one of the things that I'm curious about is that they had that whole thing at the end about one of the three princesses being bought out. And I don't exactly see directly how that connects. So what's going to happen there?
Well, that's the part where we are definitely still in the midst of some machinations, I would say.
From Lacan?
From Lacan.
Sure.
Because the goal with regards to things with, his daughter is up in the air. There's still some things that have yet to be fully uncovered as to why. So I'm excited to see the ways in which this three princess thing potentially goes into this, or if at all. But but y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, sparring.
Okay. He's distracted.
Yeah. I'm thinking about a very beautiful woman. How to buy out a contract.
もし薬をすり替えられたらどうしましょうか。薬の管理が不十分だったことで減給の罰を受けた以下も。
Oh. Wouldn't want that to happen, would ya?
Roll with advantage for intimidation.
後の祭りですよ。
She does not have to do much to make him do whatever she wants.
Yep.
She's got him red.
このおっさんボンボンだよな。
Yes.
この季節には手に入らない当たり前のように紙を皿に。いい紙使ってますね。
Oh, it is good paper.
うちの実家が村をまとめて作っているんだ。御用達なんだよ。すごいだろ。作れば作るほど儲けられたんだ。他国にもどんどん輸出して好きなお菓子を何でも買ってもらえたな。木の伐採を禁じてからはうまくいかなくなってしまってね。
Whoa.
貿易もダメになって私たち家族は責められたものだよ。姉さんが
Oh, whoa.
Just 妹まで行くなんて言うからなり手が少ない宦官の方が
Wow.
結局
He actually became kind of a hero for his family.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if he's back here, he'd be a eunuch too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No! It should have been me. It should have been me.
妹から手紙でうちの髪が御用達でなくなるかもしれない。
宮廷に下ろせる質じゃないな。御用達ってつくとつかないとでは。
せっかくもっとたくさん紙を作れるようになる。
手間を省いたということですか？
力仕事を牛に任せるようになったんだ。材料も工程も昔から変えてないのに。
Just the means for the output?
そこらの店に出回っている粗悪品と違い、繊維も均等に砕かれていて、厚みにムラがない。問題は表面の毛羽立ちと強度か。昔ながらの工程とは。
うちは材料を砕く方法と海苔作りにこだわってて。あ、それはいい。
I almost told her.
水なんかもこだわっているんですか？
海苔が適度に固まるように湿度を調整するためだけど、これ以上は秘密だよ。
So if you put it in water,
そして
would it just dissolve? Like
ピキーン。米の研ぎ汁でも煮込んでいるのですか？
ちゃんと小麦の粉を溶かしているよ。じゃないと塊が悪いから。
Almost.
ジョーちゃん、今の話
Yeah.
教えてくれないかい？
Already spilled the secret.
Yeah.
牛はどこで飼っていますか？
そんなことまではわからないよ。くず湯かい？分量間違えているよ。湯飲みに張り付いて飲めないじゃないか。
飲みやすくする方法を教えますので真似していただけますか？こうして舐めたさじで混ぜるのを。
とろみがなくなったね。
そうでしょ。
Because the stuff is adhesively sticking to the.
よく似ていますね。
Yeah, it's sticking to the spoon, and then she looks to take it off, and then you grab some more.
海苔もドロドロじゃなくなるのかね。
そういうことです。
Oxen.
牛って口の中にたくさん唾液を溜めてい
They're
ますよ
drooling
ね。
and stuff.
どこで水を飲んでいるか確かめてはいかがでしょうか。
妹に手紙を出さない。
今日は失礼しますね。
You're welcome, sir.
Nice.
すぐ来てくれってあなたに連絡が。場所はどこでしょうか。
議女のみゆきって
My
水霊の喧嘩と思ってきたのに。
Please.
三姫の一人がみゆきされるって聞いてさ。
アイリン姉ちゃんのことが心配になったと。ピンキリがありますけど、
yeah, bro. The max. Yeah.
相場は時価なのであくまで目安と
Yeah,
いう
rough
$1
estimate.
billion.
アイリン姉ちゃんが身請けされるとしたら交易商の大旦那六将官が傾いた時も通ってくれた高校屋です。
Ah.
Okay.
もう一人はお得意の上級役人。夜の遊戯のお相手としてなかなか馬が合うそうですが、少し疲れている点が気になります。身請けした後の生活を考えると、
どういうことだ。
アイリン姉ちゃんは
She's amazing in bed.
Right.
夜に負け戦がないこと
An
で
invincible warlord.
Oh my god.
なしに触手を動かす色欲魔だ。
Oh my god.
六将官で面倒を見てくれたのはやり手ババアと三姫だ。出産経験はないが母乳の出る特別な体質だった姉ちゃんは
Oh.
母さんに近い存在である。
Oh.
姉ちゃんがどう考えているかはわからないが、彼女は色欲の強い女であるが、姉ちゃんの仕事を十分理解した上で惚れている。
The table just starts getting lifted up.
Yeah.
女のために出世しようという愛すべきバカなところもある。何より体力は絶倫だ。
Should I continue this
Maybe
matchmaking
it's
thing?
still-
Yeah. He would be decent.
お給金はいくらもらっていますか？年に銀800ほどですか？
He's like,
はいはい。
he's like, hey, hey.
1200。年に銀1200。
足りないか。
足りません。
No.
側近で1万は欲しいところです。
Oh!
10 years wages.
水義女なら400ですが、六将官の三姫の一人となれば、
Yeah, at
少なくと
least.
も1万。
Yeah. What do I have to do?
仮に
Let's say I kill somebody and
Rob a bank, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
姉ちゃんにこっぴどく振られる可能性ですか？
his fingernails like
Yeah.
breaking on the.
李白様、服を脱いでいただけますか？
Yes.
Oh my god.
だ
Yes.
ら振られないか。
So he's gonna do the Saido Chesto.
アイリン
Yeah.
姉ちゃんの好みの
Let's see it.
あは
Yeah, immediately. Holy shit.
下をお
God
願い
damn.
します。
Yep.
And
And
underwear.
underwear.
両手を肩の位置まで上げて。
I need to see the cock too.
パイリン姉ちゃんは何でも食べるそれなりに好みというものもある。これはな
Yeah. He's pretty good.
腕を下げ
Yeah, gotta do the
Yep, yep, yep.
gotta do the thing there exactly.
Yes!
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Yes. Saido
god.
Chesto. Yes.
つい一気に
All right. Now,
いるかも。
Alright,
last
now
thing.
drop
Yep.
trowel.
Drawing down.
Yep, yep.
では最後の一
Right.
Yes!
Objection.
一体何をやってい
Peak.
る。
Peak. Absolutely
Incredible.
peak.
お前は何をしていたのだ。
何をしていたか
What?
に関しても
I'm-
呼び出しに応じて
I'm helping. I'm helping my bro
なぜ
out.
あ
You
の
know.
男はあんな格好をしていた。
じっくり見ていただけです。
Garshin's just like.
Yep.
Yada yada.
何のために。
何のためと言われ
To
What?
determine his sexual appeal.
体か調べるには実物を確認するのがいい。
好みの体だと。
Good enough for what?
見た目は人間の一要素に過ぎませんが、
I'm weak.
Right.
一番大切な部分を確認し
Uh
て、
huh.
今後どうお姉ちゃんに訴え
But I was stopped. You know, I was cucked. You know, if you will.
それで。あの男の
I don't know, I didn't see his dick.
実に金星の取れた真面目な方だと見受けられ、
I would give him 9.8, you know?
人の体つきでどんな人間かわかるのか？
体に如実に
True. True.
やっていると嫌でも得得します。
私の体を見ても同
I
じ
knew
ように
that was where this is going. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
もしかして
Yes, he is. Oh, yes.
You only just figured that out?
自分の方が綺麗だと個人美しい体なのは知っている。意
The,
外なほど引き
the
締まっていたし。
cheek pound and everything.
でも
Yeah.
人種様の体を見た何の意味もありません。
Even
残念ながら
Gaoshin.
人種様は
Oh, double.
こ
Yeah,
んな
what,
ことをして
sister?
いる間に
Who?
My abs must be even harder.
今の自分には何もできない。
God, his back? You have got to be
Jesus
kidding me.
Christ.
All that other stuff, great. Back like that?
That's nuts.
Like, that's filthy. I will go on a rant in this discussion about how crazy getting back muscles like that is.
Oh yeah. Those aren't often done in anime.
Nope.
うちの次女が世話になったね。
I'm about to go from this to this in a second here.
Right, right.
意中の相手がいるようだな。
Ah,
Yeah.
wait, he's gonna help him out because he's
Yeah.
like, I'm jealous and I want to get you away from
yeah.
Mao Mao.
国一番と言われる美
I love this.
覚えめでたき地位についていれば以上の身請けなど笑い話に過ぎないだろう。俺をコケにするのはいい。
Yeah, be
Right,
genuine
right.
here.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna help. No, this is gonna help,
You
man.
and use specific names.
2万。私が肩代わりすると言ったらどうする？
He's like, wait, what?
どういう意味ですか？そのままの意味だよ。いきなりそんなことを言ってもよろしい
Yeah,
の
yeah,
です
yeah.
か？
His world is spinning. He's like, can you please?
それが君の相談を受け、姉に等しい人間の伴侶としてどうか。用心深い猫が懐くのなら、それだけで信用できると。
Watch yourself. I'm about to go into this. Yep.
君の話をいくつか周りから聞かせてもらっ都で武官になるというのは目利きの軍師殿に見出されて有望な官と仲良くなっておきたいというのは
Right, I might need you for something in the future.
銀2万は大盤振る舞いすぎる。喉から手が出てしまいそうになります。ここで銀を受け取るわけにはいきません。
Yeah, what strings are attached to it?
私にとってはたった一人の女なのです。自分で稼いだ金で受けずして。
It's not the kind of man I am. Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Not no, 20,000. Like,
なるほど。それは失礼した。話をしたいことがあるかもしれないが。よろしい
Yeah.
かな？
oh,
Now
you
he just
can't
knows
be bought.
you're such an incredible character. He might just go and, you know, put in a good word for you. That might be all he needs
Sure.
at that point.
心配なかったな。
Yep.
なんだったんだい。
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
次の修練でちっとばかし
Is your conviction really worth that much to you?
それとも仕事を増やしてもらうか。
That's not gonna work.
いつ会えるかも
This
わから
soft
ない女
music.
に
Yeah.
海を送ろう。
Hell yeah.
ただ一方的に迎えに行くのではなく、彼女の意志を
Of course.
社交辞令でもいい。それを信じて日々の糧にするのだ。
For the next 20 years.
Well, that's interesting. Oh.
自分の信じた道を。
私はまだまだ現役よ、
はあ
いつかどこかの王子様が迎えに来るのを待っているもの。
パイリン姉ちゃんに気に入られさえすれば
身請けの話をしていたからそれでカムロが勘違いしたのだと思う。
Uh-huh.
あの人
Yeah. What's the difference?
ラカン様、
He's been trying potentially for all this time as well.
Right.
会議が始まりますよ。青い装備。何ですか？
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I think they were paralleling him and Lacan.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, because yeah, if she's not interested, then it's a waste of money.
Well, right, but the idea that if you're so dogged in essentially buying out your daughter, basically, right? from a perspective, if you keep getting rejected, you could end up being viewed as a horrible, like, you know, creep coming in. But if you're actually just, no, I'm trying to buy my daughter, and I keep, like, having people, like, push her away.
Sure.
Because they think I'm trying to, but no,
Yeah.
I understand I can't just buy her, but she's my daughter. Like, what else am I supposed to do, you know? So it's not some secret that, you know, that, like...
Well, and the thing is
what is he supposed to do, right?
Not have, you know, done what he did before then.
Well,
right?
that's mostly like our like that's what I think that they're hinting at, yeah. But from that perspective, it's also the I want to rebuild my family. But the problem is he's doing, you know, things basically to try and get his daughter back. All right, We've got the aggressive pursuit of a studded JoJo character with abs and back muscles of rock hard
Greek
steel.
god, yeah.
An absolute Greek god. I love that in anime we can kind of almost comically bring these characters with these like 12 out of 10 bodies, you know, like the three princesses. Then of course Lihaku in this case here, and they're just kind of there, you know. So we can use them primarily for the comedy in the initial bit.
Yeah, that whole scene.
That
of
comedy scene was
all right.
peak
Inspection.
Apothecary Diaries, you know, for comedy.
Yeah, let's take stock.
Yeah,
and then Jinshi coming in.
It just wrote itself.
The scene
wrote itself.
Yeah, and the fact that it's like right as he's about to drop everything, right? It's like, there we go.
And he's a eunuch, so like, because he's in the rear palace right now, right?
No, he summoned her to his area.
Right.
He's in the military.
He is
Vera.
He is bequeathed and still armed. So,
indeed.
All right, 3 armed. So, okay, this episode gave us kind of a little bit of a breather because we've resolved most of the drama with everything with Suirei or Suiren.
And this totally explains why the whole idea of, one of the 3 princesses is going to be bought out at the end of the previous episode was done as kind of like a serious stinger. Because no, it's not actually that it was one of the 3 princesses, but somebody was offering 3 princesses kind of money for someone.
Yes.
It was you.
And it was you. So this is the part that I think is really fun here. We have a character who very much, I would say, feels like I have the aura of somebody who has a very creepy, kind of strategic and like maniacal manipulating stuff here.
Yes.
And he's been hidden in the shadows of the story through mostly the secondhand information of his own actions here. And this episode, I feel like, paralleled him with Lihaku in the idea of an impossible amount of effort and money and drive to basically purchase somebody, and thus having it be done in a way that, one, is different because it's not necessarily considering the thoughts, feelings, desires of that person, but it is going through the liturgical, like the actual, like written way of doing this properly, because the
they
3
live
princesses,
in a society.
Right. But the 3 princesses are owned effectively by the brothel.
And that's where, so because I totally agree that they're doing the whole parallel with Lihaku and everything, right? And this is where I think the episode decided to end on a sort of like a, happy-go-lucky kind of note that could totally end up happening. Well, but maybe is ignoring the.
Well, no, I think what it is it's leaving it up in the air. It's the thing of right now we have our perceptions of Lacan, and there's some things that I think he very much might have done, but the idea of we have the knowledge that he's her father. That's clear. Like,
yeah,
like.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
I'm still going. Basically, yeah. Let me know if you want to. Let me cut me off here. That with that, his money, his efforts, or what have you, is to purchase Mau Mau. There's like no misconceptions here, right?
Yep.
So why is he doing that? The actual not subtlest, the simplest reason is that she's his daughter.
I don't even think we need to get into that. At the end of the day, it's that he wants her, whether it's for whatever reason, right? And so in a similar situation, we have Lihaku,
Yes.
who
Wants
also
Pyron.
wants somebody, right? And so it's the, okay, what lengths are they willing to go to? And we see from Lihaku that it's the, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, basically. Except, oh wait, no, he's actually not.
Right,
When
and-
he gets given the offer of the 20,000, he actually turns it down.
Yes,
Now,
right.
personally, I think that's really dumb because I think from a practical standpoint, Pyron is going to have enough of a selection, and also, yes, she is very much owned. Where, while she could definitely talk down the rate, you're still going to have to pay a rate, and her rate is
Yes.
not going to be something that you could ever do other than in maybe like 10 years,
Right.
right?
Now here's the part there. Here's the part that's kind of interesting. So her contract has an actual like strict number to it, obviously, right?
Okay.
But that's from the standpoint of like her deal that she has with the brothel, right? But Mao Mao brought up the idea that she would choose him for, not necessarily not necessarily that amount, because she still has agency in what she does to pay off that debt. She could choose to effectively be like, I don't want to be sold because I want to be here to pay off the debt with you.
Well, and
So that's where I think that they're.
but he can't pay off her debt.
Well, no,
Right,
no. I agree with you. But I'm saying that with what Mao Mao is saying is that she has some kind of agency in how
Yeah.
much.
Well, she could turn down an offer, right?
Well, she could absolutely turn down an offer, but she could also just choose him.
He won't need 10,000 silver. Well, I don't think it's necessarily that she won't need any money at all. He just won't necessarily need as much, right? It might be able to get closer to the this is a very dark term in this context, but cost of goods sold, where the brothel isn't going to necessarily need to make like more necessarily than they would have from just employing her regularly.
Oh, right. Well, what I'm saying is that she can choose effectively. This is the part that I think is being implied here, is that if Pyron likes him, he won't need 10,000 silver. Right, because they could just be together. He could just come over to visit, and she works there, sure, because she's indebted to the place and everything.
Yeah.
And it's I like you too. Right?
It's possible that that's what the show's setting up. I don't think that's going to be what it is, given what the show has established with previous setups of like, people end up very much like, even I don't even think debt would be the right word, because that's a unique situation for Mao Mao because of like the way certain things have gone. But I think it's more just they own her, right? That is something that they are able to do, and so that is the current situation.
Well, everyone has a number that they're paying off. Everyone at the brothel has a number they're paying off, even Mao Mao. That's literally why Mao Mao sends money back to help pay off her.
No, right.
number.
But that was but I think that was because of like I thought that was because of a specific circumstance that happened within the context of the show.
Well, no, it was, and then Jinshi came and was like, "Boom, here's
Right,
money."
exactly.
Now he has her basically.
Now that's done.
Right.
But
so in the strict sense of okay, go on. Yeah.
I'm not getting at the idea of what the specifics are with regards to the world.
Cool.
But I think the parallel that's important is that is that the episode brought up the idea of basically respecting the agency and will of the person versus trying to purchase their affections.
Right.
And I think that the comparison with Lacan is very straightforward in that he is directly trying to purchase Mao Mao with no regard to her affections because of all of the shit that he's done, right? Whereas with Lihaku, he is wanting both, right? Now, he is in an advantageous situation that he's a rocking hunk of a dude that, Pyron would actually be interested in. But at the end of the day, so the important thing is that he is aware enough of the fact that, wait, I don't just want to like purchase her and be like, yeah, you're mine now. I want to actually like win her over.
Right.
I just think from a practical standpoint, that's cool and all, but how much is your body worth to her?
Right,
You know?
right. Yeah. Yeah. And then how much are you specifically also worth to her? Like not just your body, but what kind of person are you?
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that's tricky here, is that we don't really know the hard details of the internals of what's going on with Lacan. Like, we don't really know who he is. In a lot of ways, he's the stereotypical opposite of Lihaku. He looks shrewd and creepy. He has all the things.
He has a monocle.
I mean that's all meta stuff. I'm talking about like in the world, he literally feels like the kind of person who's slimy. And there's things attributed to him that make Mao Mao recoil in fear anytime he comes around.
Right.
So even if he is her father, it's does he respect her agency enough that since she got bought effectively, which is the kind of parallel of what, happened here, has he just had to be like, nothing I can do now. I just need to kind of put myself into the circle around her and be like, hey, I'm not that person,
Let's be real. He does not respect her agency in the slightest, and or at the very least, there has been no evidence that he does. And
there's just not really anything, yeah.
Well, no, there is direct evidence to the contrary.
Okay.
And there's none to the positive. And when it comes to respecting agency, I would say internals don't really matter there.
No, totally. I judge him entirely on the actions and stuff like that. And most of that stuff has been things that feel like they're connected to him, like they very much seem like they're connected.
It has
to
not
him.
been stated in voice of God.
No,
totally. But it's been made perfectly clear what the situation.
No. But I think that
the category of situation.
No. I disagree. I think that with this episode, I think that they're trying to bring the point home that we can end up perceiving things a certain way because of the way that he's basically been doggedly pursuing without actually like looking at things within the matter of fact lens. And that's why I think that they're setting up a double like perspective on Lacan here with this, is that he is Lihaku. It's just what are the things in which we...
Here's what we know.
Okay.
He is Mao Mao's biological father.
Right.
He never had sex with her mother. Her mother got syphilis, extreme syphilis, and the way in which you devalue a consort, right? Like he knows how to do that, right? So it's pretty straightforward that he caused those things to happen.
Right, and I'm saying that those are assumptions that we are making based on context, not actually like
they are
100%.
They are
conclusive.
Things that are being implied by the show.
I do not think that is 100% the case.
Implication does not mean emphatic fact.
No, I know.
But that is what is being implied by the show.
I don't think that you can say that with 100% certainty, though.
Okay.
I think that what they're setting up here is that Lacan is actually a parallel for this, and that we will find out the details as to where he's definitely different.
You can have a parallel happen without it being something where it's a parallel in he's also a good dude.
No.
It could be the cautionary tale of Lihaku being like, I'm going to purchase her out because that's how I'll actually be able to be with her. And not thinking about the fact that, hey, that's actually very close to a potential scummy thing. And maybe if you want to actually have a relationship with this person, you should have boundaries and maybe not get close to that.
No, I agree. That's what the 20,000 being rejected was.
Right.
No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's a thing of where we have a spectrum here. And Lacan is not on the very opposite end of the spectrum. And because of that, also by extension, Lihaku is not on the perfect, positive end of the spectrum. There's some ways in which over the course of this story, they've been making the point that the love and connection of woman that is put into a position primarily for her sexual gratification of a man, in the same way that the women being put around the emperor are there making the most of the situation that they're in.
Yeah.
It's still a situation that is absolutely where the woman's agency is limited by the scope of that.
I think,
and thus the muddied gray area is what Lacan brings into this, in that he could be as bad as we view him.
Okay.
And he could be in the middle gray area where it's the no,
So-
I'm with you.
No, okay.
I'm with
so
you.
I think the part that this harkens to is more of the idea of when Jinshi and Mao Mao had that whole conversation, and she's like, it's not about whether or not you would, it's about the fact that you can, right? And
right.
and
That's the part. Yes, I remember
and
that.
that's
Yeah,
basic.
yeah.
And I think the relevance to that, and why then there's the purpose of having the parallel between Lihaku and Lacan, is that they are potentially very similar, and it's about
Yes.
then the choices that
Yes,
they make.
totally.
And Lacan is then the dark example because we know some of the choices that he's made, even if we don't know the exact details. We didn't
Sure,
see it
sure.
in a flashback backstory with
Yes, yes.
explicit legal
Totally.
whatever.
Totally.
Right.
Yes.
We know the situation, right? Well enough. And so then it's all right, with this new generation that don't necessarily have the same trappings to either the past or just the society in Lihaku with, being a, young dude and all that stuff, but then also Jinshi being very much within this society where the
sure.
emperor is doing his thing.
Right.
And, oh, hey, he's wanting to, see if he can get close to Mao Mao. But, oh, wait, how do I actually do that?
Right.
And he can make those grand gestures of buying out her debt or whatever. But at the end of the day,
Yep.
that's
It
something
doesn't mean
to
anything unless-
finagle the society to
Yes.
allow them to be together,
Right.
not something that will actually win her heart.
Yes,
And
well
that's
said.
where I think it's still stupid that Lihaku didn't take the 20,000.
Okay, so
because
so I
even
think
if it's
Right.
right.
within that context, I absolutely agree with you. If you pull things a little bit, you expand your
Yeah.
perspective a little
Okay.
bit into my context here. The reason why he didn't do it is because he is like Lacan, and this is where I think the show is absolutely lining this up here. Is that
Okay.
Lacan at the very least, probably had a point, and this is why I think that we have to reevaluate him a little bit, because this has been sitting in the back of my mind for a while now, is that he probably had a point where he could have forced the issue, like made it basically be a
I regret that I didn't force myself on her when I had the
no,
chance.
shut the fuck up. No, I'm talking about the why has it been all this time that he hasn't just straight up purchased her?
Because his offers were rejected every single time.
Right. No.
As for
I'm
why he
with
didn't
you.
use some other method.
No, Jacob. No,
Okay.
no. You're not looking at it from my perspective here. You're only looking at it from yours. What I'm saying here is that if he was her dad, and that's all he was, he could have spoken and
Sure.
or gone to the actual adoptive dad and maybe had a conversation, and that might have even happened for reasons that are probably due to his actions. He's getting rejected. But if you have the money, right, it doesn't necessarily matter if the person doesn't want you in this case here.
Yeah, and
so what he's doing is he's like, I don't know if she wants me, or this is Lihaku I'm talking about here, or if this is just the I'm a good bet or what have you. So I'm going to make certain that she knows, hey, I'm a genuine person. I'm a good person here.
And realistically, since other than some fat payment from Jinshi, no amount of money that you ever get will actually be enough. So you have to completely go the other direction and say, hey, I can't engage with you in your current place in society, but here's what I can offer. If that's something that you yourself are genuinely interested
Then
in,
you would have to choose
awesome.
me, right.
You would have to choose me.
Exactly.
Because I both cannot and will not engage with you
Yes.
in your professional setting.
Right.
Because I want something more.
Which is something that they set up as a thematic thing from the really early episode with the soldier and the concubine, that she did her part to make it so that her price would suddenly drop in that way. Remember, it was like episode 4 or 5, right?
Right.
Yeah. I think that whole mini story was to basically keep this whole context in mind, that over the course of the story, there'd be many women that would be in the concubine, escort role, and then would need to be brought out. But unless they choose it, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, basically.
And we will get to see what the details of that entail in future episodes.
In future episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Sorry for the long discussion, y'all, but I just wanted to get into that here. But I am really excited for next episodes here. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.